Hey, so I've been pretty lazy the past couple of weeks ever since we got back from camping. I have not been doing any exercise. I was thinking about going for a walk today, but this guy just went to the vet today, and he had his annual vaccinations and everything, and he's having a bit of a vaccine reaction, so he's very sore and very sleepy, and I don't really feel like he's going to be up for a walk. This one, on the other hand, probably up for a walk, but I would feel bad taking one and not the other. It's been pretty chilly in Toronto lately, which has been interesting because it's still September and I'm used to September still being very much summer. And it is not up here. It very much feels like what I'm used to late October, early November feeling like. I am still doing pretty well as far as my weight goes. I've been under 195 for almost a solid month now, which is great. There was just one day I was over 195, and it was right after we got back from camping. Because, apparently eating 5 s'mores a day is not the best idea. Yeah, so I don't nothing, not a lot has changed. Still unpacking the house. I'm going to be unpacking the house for the rest of my life. As you can tell, not done unpacking yet. Our closet is a little too small for the amount of stuff we have. We had a walk-in closet at our last house, and we have a very small closet here. So I have a lot of clothes that don't really have a place to go. But I've also been getting too small for some of my clothes. Like this dress. I've had this dress forever. Look how much too big this is now. It's always been a little loose, but I can, there's so much extra dress here. I could take in about 6 inches, which is a little crazy. I don't really feel like I look that much smaller, but I apparently am getting at least a little bit smaller. My skin looks like shit right now. I'm a little broken out, and a little greasy, because the temperature's been going back and forth as to whether it's going to be cold or not. I've already switched over to my cold weather skin routine, which is higher moisturizing, because I come from a very humid place, and that is what my skin is used to, but it's just a little bit much right now. Also breaking out because I just had my period, so it's great that I'm as old as I am, and that still causes my face to break out. Granted, it's a lot better than it usually is because it's just this one thing. Usually it's a whole situation. My skincare routine is a little ridiculous, and since I don't have anything really weight loss related to talk about, because I've just been kind of keeping on, let's talk about my skincare routine. So I'm in the crazy bathroom, which you have seen in the background of some of my videos. Look at this tile. Look at this bathtub. Look at this weird bidet. I'm from the United States. People in the United States don't have bidets. Yeah, so my skincare routine. If I am removing makeup, the Basha oil cleanser. It's called Makeup Breakup. If I am washing my face at night, the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser, which is fine. I'm not super in love with it, but it's fine. And at night, I am also going in with this Purito Centella. It's a toner, Black Snail Restore Serum, which is amazing. The Propolis, what is this? Propolis Vitam Synergy Serum, both by iUnique, which are great. And then the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. That is my normal nightly routine. Twice a week, I go in with the ordinary crazy blood mask. It's not blood, it looks like blood. It's the AHA B30 BHA2 peeling solution. And on the nights that I do that, I use this stuff, the Youth to People Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask, along with, this is mislabeled, but it's their adaptogen, whatever, moisturizer. I'm also on my lips because my lips get so dry. I'm using a combination of the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Lip Therapy, which is amazing. It keeps my lips from peeling. And the Laneige sleeping mask for your lips, which, I mean, is fine. It's not great, but it tastes nice. So that's my night routine. And my day routine, when I do it, which isn't very often, is the Youth to the People, what is this? Green tea superfood cleanser is what it's called. I like it a lot better than the Fresh, but I have a bunch of the Fresh. The First Aid Beauty Ultra Hydrating Serum. This Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream. This one is correctly labeled. And most importantly of all, the Purito Centella Green Level sunscreen, which is great. I hate when I'm putting on sunscreen it feeling like greasy on my skin. And I definitely also hate it when I'm having to put on sunscreen when I'm already hot, which is something that has happened in this house a lot because it doesn't have great air conditioning, and that stuff just sinks directly into my skin, feels like I'm wearing absolutely nothing, and I really appreciate that because it doesn't make me feel disgusting. It doesn't make me feel like yelling at myself for touching my own skin. And I realized that that part of this video was just like so many bad angles. So that's what I'm doing with my face right now. There's a lot of things that go into that. I do realize that, but my skin has changed pretty significantly since I've gotten into my mid-30s. It's a lot drier than it was, although you can't really tell that now. Also, this is the worst my skin ever looks. I'm not wearing makeup. I literally just woke up and ran out the door, so I'm still wearing my night stuff. I haven't washed it off and done my morning stuff yet, because I had to get my dog to the vet. And I mean, considering how fucking old I am, I'm okay with this being the worst that my skin ever looks. I definitely still have pink in my cheeks. I don't know if it's actually rosacea or whatever, but it's a lot better than it was. When I put on makeup, it looks so good. My skin, I mean, obviously this is natural light, so you can see every bit of texture in my skin, but it's actually not that bad. There you go. You can see all the texture right there. But it feels really smooth. This is probably the best my skin's ever looked in my entire life. It's kind of depressing, but you know, I had terrible skin when I was a teenager. It continued into my 20s. I used to get horrible cystic acne, and most of that's straightened itself out now, which is great. So slowly but surely I'm getting every bit of my body back in line. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Nothing like super fucking interesting. I would show you my office, but my office, well, you know what? My office looks kind of like a mess, but I had a 1 minute long video last week, so let me show you my office. This is now turned into Alicia's weight loss journey and also her moving to Canada journey. This is currently what my office looks like. That is my desk, essentially. I've recorded sitting on that couch a number of times. I am working on replacing these curtains. You can't tell why. Oh, no you can. They have holes in them. All the curtains in this house came with the place, and these have holes, so I'm gonna replace those. My crazy printer I am a graphic designer. I print things sometimes that are really big. This is my other computer. I primarily use a laptop. I primarily use this desktop for playing The Lord of the Rings, and while I'm working, and also for playing video games. I have a couple of hermit crabs. These are not their permanent home, which are on top of all of my yarn stuff. Some of my Funko Pops. I painted that wall. I really like it. I look at it all day. And my dress form and some stuff that needs to go in my closet slash old sand from when I redid the hermit crabs aquarium. So yeah, I am coming along a little bit in my office. It's almost what it's supposed to look like. We're getting there. It's really stressful unpacking an entire house. Even if I'm taking my time and just letting it take the amount of time it takes to unpack, I don't ever want to move again. Ugh. Hi, so this is the trend of my weight. You can see these first three, which are 193 and 191, are before I went camping. And then over the course of that weekend, I managed to gain about 5 pounds, and it was mostly because I was eating like shit. I also did a fair amount of hiking and such. So you can see here, my fat mass actually didn't change that much, but my water and muscle mass did. Partially the water, partially because I was eating like shit and also exercising a lot, which would also affect my muscle mass. So, you know, I gained 5 pounds, but I'm not upset about that, really. Ever since then, my weight has kind of fluctuated, but, you know, just a little bit. I've been pretty consistently under 195 ever since then. For the next 2 weeks, it was especially good. And then this weekend, I'm pointing at here, I went to my in-laws' house and also ate a little shittily. You can see here, I don't have any like water or muscle gains really to speak of. It was mostly just fat. That is just me eating a bunch with my family because we bond over food. And, you know, this week I have been, you know, pretty consistent. I'm up a little bit today. I do tend to go up a little bit over the weekends and then lose again during the week. I am so close to being under 190 now, I can fucking taste it, but haven't quite gotten that far yet. So other than September the 8th, I have been under 195 this entire month, which is fantastic. We're zooming out here a little bit to look at my general trends. That was 3 months, this is 6 months, and this is 1 year. This is the one that is the most relevant, really. You can see since about early March, I have been consistently trending down. Before that, I was kind of going up and down. Honestly, I was going pretty well back in October and November of 2019, but then, you know, the holidays happened, so I gained a little bit again, as people tend to do. So yeah, my fat mass is consistently down, my overall weight is consistently down, while my water mass is down a little bit, which you would think I'd be happy about because I was just complaining about being bloated, but my scale keeps telling me that my water percentage is a little bit low, so I feel like I would honestly like this to be a little bit higher than it is, because according to that, I'm slightly dehydrated at all times, which is kind of crazy because I drink so much water. And my muscle mass is also a little bit down, which is also not great, but not surprising because I haven't really been going to the gym or anything, and I haven't really been running or doing anything other than unpacking my house, and other than that being a lazy piece of shit. But you can tell here how much this fluctuates day to day, and you can't really take these individual weigh-ins as gospel truth, especially the muscle, water, and like bone mass and all of that, because it's not terribly accurate, the kind of scale that I'm using. And I didn't gain, 1 pound of muscle in a day. That's impossible. So I'm mostly just looking at trend lines here, and overall the trend lines are doing what I want them to. There's a little like plus and minus. I just realized that filming in this room is probably not the best idea because I have a fan running and the window's open. But this shirt and these pants I have never been able to fit in, and I can now. I bought this shirt because I was like, oh, this is a medium. I usually wear mediums and tops, and it's a very small medium. I've had it for 3 years, I think, now, and I can just now fit in it. And these pants I had a friend who was briefly doing LuLaRoe, so I bought some leggings from her, and these in particular I really liked. They're Disney villain, and they're regular size leggings, which I generally fit in, but I did not fit in these. These were way small, so yeah, I can fit in clothes that I couldn't fit in before. That's great.